And welcome to game number 25, the third place game here, the 53rd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. I'm Tyler Wagner, along with Lloyd Rice here.
Tyler, looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, we haven't done a game together yet, I don't think. So we're geared up for a good one here in the third place game.
If it's anything like the finish of that last one, it's going to be an outstanding third place game.
Sure, and we've had some close games starting today's championship night. We had South Pemmiscott and Donovan playing a close one. Donovan coming on top for the Constellation Championship, and Richland winning at the buzzer over the host Bloomfield Wildcats. So very close games early on. We'll see if it continues tonight between this third place game between the 5th seeded Dexter Bearcats and the 2nd seeded Portageville Bulldogs.
Dexter coming off that real tough loss last night. Third place is hard to play for, Tyler.
Oh, it sure is.
Especially when you're in a dogfight like they were. It's actually a little easier the way Portageville ends their night, a little bit of more of a lopsided game. Dexter's game left it on the line, and their energy level looks good during warm-ups. We'll see how it pans out, but Coach Brown's got these Bearcats kind of turned around and looking a lot better than that record indicated early.
Sure, and Dexter, well, they're starting to get some players coming along. They're getting some players coming along, such as Brandon Stoker. He hit some big shots in that game yesterday against Bernie, and also John Bowman starting to hit some shots. So, Dexter's starting to bring it all together now, about 6 or 7 games in the season now.
They really are. That was not a Bernie let-up or anything by any means. Dexter and them were just in a good old-fashioned Stoddard County dogfight the whole night. A great basketball game. Really sets up a lot of interesting matchups to come in the month of January for them two again.
Sure, they'll meet up again here down in Dexter, so that's going to be a big matchup, and you can catch that right here on YC as well. And don't forget about game copies. If you're interested in any game from the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, we'll have DVD copies available here in just a few days. Give us a call at 1-877-566-2121 for DVD copies of any game of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.
Still buzzing about Drew Thornton's pass on that last one. I hope everybody that's checking in can had a chance to watch that, Tyler. That single-handedly could be a play of the tournament.
Portageville had a tough one with Kennett last night. Kennett's got a very tough team. They've played them twice this year. And the starting lineups for the Portageville Bulldogs: number 2, 5'11" junior Isaac Ray. Number 23, a 6'2" junior Fred Treadwell. Number 24, a 6'3" junior Fernando Menace. Number 32, a 6'3" junior Rondreas Booker. And number 34, a 6'4" junior Jake Young.
All juniors.
They're very youthful bunch with the Bulldogs this year.
Needless to say, every coach and basketball person on the planet knows they're going to be better.
Sure. And the Bulldogs are coached by Jim Bodwell, assisted by Ron Riddle and Jason Irby. And the starting lineups for the Bearcats: number 3, a 5'10" senior Brandon Stoker. Number 5, a 6'4" senior Ryan Wyndham. Number 10, a 6' senior Gary Summers. Number 21, a 6'5" junior Alan Flanagan. And number 45, a 6'2" junior Taylor Gerald. Taylor Gerald had a solid game against Bernie.
Game. Big body, great guy to have on the opposite block when you're got such an active Adam Flanagan. He was just everywhere. Alan's had an outstanding tournament up here. Really has established himself as one of the best players in this tournament this week, I think.
Sure. And Dexter's come out with a season of a tough schedule, as you know.
Absolutely.
But the guards have really come on. I think that's been the difference in Dexter's progression over the first few games.
Such a key. I mean, you hate to take your lumps early and have any excuses, but boy, did they come in here prepared.
And the tip goes to Portageville. Menace gives it up to Treadwell. Burker looks down to Menace and Young. He's going to kick it back out to Ray. Menace down to Ray, throwing away on the baseline. Turns it over to the Bearcats.
Look like a matchup zone or maybe just a zone, and they're following their cutters through. But starting in a zone, that doesn't surprise me. Portageville lacking the outside shot.
Fred Treadwell with the steal. He's going to get a breakaway layup. Nice defense there by Treadwell.
Fred, the lone returner with significant minutes from last year's state championship team. Really good player.
The pass down to Stoker. He's going to lose it out of bounds. Alan Flanagan looked for the turnaround. I think he's a little behind the goal there and decided to try to give it up to Stoker. Throws it away over to the Bulldogs. And a turnover. Gary Summers goes up for the layup. No good. Isaac Gray with the ball. He's a 2-on-2 break here. He pulls it up. Treadwell will bring it back out.
I tell you, at the outset, Tyler, the energy level's good. Kids are up and down the floor already. That's a good sign for a third-place game again. It's just so hard to come back on night 4 after a loss.
Rondreas Booker with the rebound in the putback. Nice putback there by Rondreas Booker.
You know, they've got some size down there, Tyler. They're going to handle themselves. You cannot let them get offensive rebounds.
That's what Portageville's done so well over the years, getting offensive rebounds,
Absolutely.
putbacks. And the ball thrown away out of bounds by Gary Summers, turns it over to the to the Bearcat or Bulldogs. Wow.
Have absolutely, you're right, made a living offensive rebounding, especially last year's state championship team. Absolutely hounds on the offensive glass.
Jake Young fouled by Stoker.
Going to be real patient in the offensive set. Nice crowd, still buzzing a little bit after that hot finish last game, Tyler. Like to see that for the kids playing in front of a big gym.
Sure, it really gets the crowd
Absolutely.
into it coming into the next game as well. A lot of energy. Isaac Gray down to Menace on the give and go, and he's going to charge Ryan Wyndham on the play. Nice step over by Wyndham to take that charge. That's the fouls on Fernando Menace, his first.
Coach Bidewell wanting to verify the call.
And Stoker on the end around.
Good play.
Layup's good. His first 2 of the game.
Stoker didn't have to handle the ball so much last year. This is a new role for him. Boy, he looks good doing it too.
Meanwhile, a jumper good by Fred Treadwell. He's deadly at that about that 15-foot range. Shoots it very well. And pass down into Flanagan. He's going to go up, fouled on the play. It's a nice entry pass. I believe that was by Ryan Wyndham. Fouls on Isaac Ray, his first. First shot up, no good for Flanagan. Second shot up, good for Flanagan. Dexter coming out with a full court pressure, but it's Fernando Menace going to get deflected out of bounds and stay with the Bulldogs. Menace,
wow.
Pass taken away by Gary Summers, puts it up, no good. Nice defensive series there by Dexter, unable to capitalize on it.
2 in a row, but you got to love the effort and the look of that if you're Coach Nichols and crew over there.
Ball out to Treadwell. Ray on the baseline, down to Jake Young. Booker regains it. Treadwell's going to drive the baseline. He goes up, good. It's a nice drive there by Treadwell.
He's not going to miss many of those for sure.
He's got 6 of Portageville's 8 points early on. 4:18 left in the first quarter. And a three get put up by Stoker and rims in. That's Stoker's 5th point of the game. Shot the ball very well in this tournament so far.
He has. Brandon's had a good tournament all the way around.
Treadwell tries to get underneath. Pass thrown out of bounds. Turns it over to the Bearcats. And a substitution. John Bowman's going to come in for Taylor Gerald.
Boy, didn't John shoot it good last night.
He sure did. He got some open looks and took advantage of it. .3:45 remaining in the quarter. Bearcats with the ball. Flanagan out front, over to Stoker. He's going to drive it. He puts it up. Good. There's Stoker. He's got 7 in the game. He's got a nice little runner there in the lane, too.
Absolutely. I've seen him go to the middle and do that very same shot. Likes to do the floater.
And a shot up by Treadwell, no good. Rebound, Bowman.
Program's got Stoker listed at 5'10". That's probably a pretty generous measurement. Good entry pass.
Flanagan down low. He gets the basket and the foul. Good strong move there by Flanagan.
Flanagan's a finisher. He's going to finish those plays. The miss earlier, very uncharacteristic of him. He's usually going to finish the play strong.
Foul is on Rondreas Booker, his first. Allen's had tremendous games here in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament. Played very well in all 3 games so far.
Until Allen played a lot this summer. He's just he was a good player last year, but he's just really made himself take that next step. He's really one of the better players in this tournament, in my opinion, all week long.
Sure. Down to 3:04 remaining in the quarter. Dexter on top, 11-8. Booker in the corner. Goes to Jake Young at the high post. He's going to be fouled on the play. Looks like he's going to be on John Bowman.
Portageville will make you be patient on defense. They'll turn you over 2 or 3 times and make you keep shifting and working, and usually ends up in a lot of fouls against you.
And a push in the back will be on Rondreas Booker, it looks like. Portageville tried the little alley-oop there underneath Jake Young. They've done that quite a bit this tournament. Rondreas Booker's 2nd foul. And Jansen Darce is going to come into the game. Or no, is that Jansen or is that Blake Posey, rather. Blake Posey into the game for the Bulldogs, in for Booker.
Brent Hester into the game for Dexter. Some significant minutes last night. Did a really good job.
And Portageville's going to come up with a loose ball. Menace is going to drive it. He spins in the lane. Up good.
Whoa.
What a spin move by Menace in the lane for his first 2 of the game.
Right between about 3 Dexter defenders. That's a good-looking move.
Hester on the wing, looks it over to Wyndham. Swings it over to Stoker. Stoker on the baseline. He'll drive it, put it up. No good. Now with 1:55 remaining in the quarter, Dexter still on top by 1. Ray over to Treadwell. Swings it over to Menace. Looking down low to Bosey, not there. 1:40 remaining.
Dexter in that matchup zone, making sure everybody's covered.
Wyndham down to Menace. He's going to lose it, and it's going to be a tie-up. Turns it over to the Bearcats. Nice series there by Dexter. Taylor Jarrell back into the game for Ryan Wyndham. 1:22 remaining. Taylor Gerald down low working against Menace. Back out to Hester.
Couple of solid guys working the post there.
Up and under move by Flanagan, no good. Menace with a rebound, throws it off of Bowman, and it's going to go to the Bulldogs. Nice awareness there by Menace, falling out of bounds. And it's Tevin Walker coming into the game for Fernando Menace. Tevin Walker, one of the underclassmen for the Bulldogs, having significant minutes this year. Jake Young underneath, works against Flanagan. Flanagan blocks it. Stoker's going to push it up. Flanagan swings it over to Hester in the corner for three. Rims out. Taylor Gerald, the push to the back, goes to the Bulldogs. Taylor Gerald's first foul. 40 seconds remaining. Gary Summers into the game for Brandon Stoker. Low scoring first half.
It is.
First quarter.
After a quick start to the quarter, it's really ground to a halt scoring wise.
Treadwell goes over to Ray. He'll put up the shot, no good. Rebound Bowman. 25 seconds remaining. Flanagan works against Young. He gets it over to Hester for another three, blocked by Walker. He'll go and split it in the paint, no good. Treadwell with the rebound. He'll push it up, 10 seconds remaining. Shot up at the free throw line, no good. Tip up, no good. Rebound to Taylor Gerald. Flanagan puts up a three-quarter court shot, and it's no good. Bringing the end to our first quarter. Dexter on top of Portageville, 11-10. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm State Representative Terry Swinger. Parents are our children's first teachers. That's why I support the Parents as Teachers program. Parents as Teachers provide parents with information on child development through personal home visits, group meetings, developmental screenings, and a resource network. The program is free of charge for all families. For more information, contact your local school district.
I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
I'm taking the same freshman and sophomore classes as at a university, but at TRCC they cost a lot less and financial aid goes further. I love the individual attention. My teachers are great and classes are convenient. Learn more at www.trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Start here, start now at Three Rivers Community College.
Learn more online at trcc.edu.
And we're back getting to your second quarter now. We got an email from the last game from Chad Tilley. It says congratulations to Richland. And it reminds him of the junior and senior year when he played when they won the consolation championship. So we thank Chad Tilley for sending his emails. And we invite you to send some more emails. We're taking them all night here. sports@yhctv.com. sports@yhctv.com. Keep those coming. Inbound to Jake Young. He puts it up and in.
That's a good inbounds play.
Sure, they tried it a few plays ago. It didn't work for him, but it did on that exchange.
Oh.
And a pass or a shot blocked the other way. Nice defensive series by Portageville.
Treadwell covered a lot of ground to get to that blocked shot. That's a pretty impressive play.
Shot up and in. Was that Flanagan on that too?
Treadwell.
Oh, I'm on the other side.
Yeah,
Treadwell. Yeah, sorry. And a foul on the floor.
Kind of tripped him on the spin move.
Foul will be on Fernando Menace, his second. So it's now Booker and Menace, 2 fouls each for the Bulldogs.
It's a lot of size 15s piled up in there in too small a space.
Tevin Walker deflects the pass out of bounds, stays with the Bearcats. Flanagan inbounds to Stoker. A lot of defensive pressure by the Bulldogs. Bowman will shoot the three. Good.
It's good play for them.
Sure, got a nice shot for
John
Bowman.
Sets a pick at about the free throw line and then backs out 2 steps. Real savvy play. That's a good call for that for them to do run on that.
Sure. And with 6:50 remaining, we'll take a quick break.
If you believe that investors should be heard, not herded,
If you have the audacity to believe I can see you in 2 weeks is quite frankly weak.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
join us.
Join us. At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
And we're back with you. 6:50 remaining. Tie game at 14 between Dexter and Portageville in this third-place game.
I think that's a good defensive call regardless of the amount of steals or things you may be getting. I'd let Stoker just chase Treadwell all night long if they're going to have him bringing the ball up. Anytime your best player, your best scorer, probably your best rebounder is bringing the ball up, I'd pressure him in line to in line.
And meanwhile, that's Denzel Simmons into the game, I believe. No, Dominic Walker. Dominic Walker into the game for the Bulldogs, talented freshman for Portageville. He's going to get fouled underneath.
Really impressed, Tyler, with that, losing my name here, that Dominic Walker, freshman.
Yep. That's a shot underneath by Dominic Walker, and good.
And I was looking down at the program. He is going to be a player up here. Keep his name marked in your scorebook.
Meanwhile, a basket by Alan Flanagan. He's fouled on the play. Got a chance for a three-point play. Strong move by Flanagan.
He's the finisher. You better foul it and knock the ball completely away.
Foul will go against Dominic Walker, his first. 6 minutes remaining in the second.
That's the one place where it's tough for a freshman to step up to this level. You're just not used to the speed and the intensity. And Allen just kind of abused him, as they say, on that play. He just took advantage of him, spun around and banged it in.
Shot up and in by Flanagan. He's got 7 in the game. And a layup on the other end. Missed by Portageville, but they're going to get a takeaway. Walker puts it up, misses the shot. Rebound Bowman. Went him over to Summers. Looking down to Flanagan.
Oh.
And he's going to drive, and
look at that.
It's going to be a charging foul.
He drew one last night. 2 plays later, he tried to draw another one. Very, very similar type plays. I'm thinking Coach Biden was grinning about that freshman. I would like what I see going on there.
Sure, and we've heard that he was an excellent junior high player, as you can imagine. He's already getting, varsity minutes his freshman year, so a lot to look forward to in Portageville out of this young man. And he's going to take a jumper at the elbow, and he's going to miss. There's going to be a foul underneath. It'll be on the Bearcats to go against John Bowman, his second. Taylor Jarrell back in the game for Bowman. 5:23 remaining in the half. Pass down to Jake Young. He mishandles it, puts it up, and missed away to Hester. Hester over to Wyndham. He'll drive it down to Jarrell. Blocked away. Nice block by Tevin Walker.
That was a good-looking block.
That was 5'10" on 6'2" right there. Held his height very well. Yeah. And Isaac Ray with the cutter puts it up and in.
Portageville's hitting some shots. They're a team to be reckoned with. And when they make shots, that's been a little bit of their problem. They'll go through spells where they just can't seem to find the range, but when that ball's going in the hole, they're a handful.
Stoker with a drive, blocked out of bounds. Good defense by Portageville. 4:41 remaining in the half. Ryan Wyndham inbounding. It's a 5-second violation. Bearcats couldn't get anybody open. Turns it over to the Bulldogs. Portageville starting to turn up the defense a little bit here.
You know, that's something a lot of teams won't do is play man-to-man on the inbounds, and Portageville is one that will, and I guess if I were that quick, I would too.
And a three-point shot up by Walker, no good, but there's Dominic Walker with the putback. He's having a strong first half. He's got 4 in the game. 4:18 remaining in the first half.
I'm just telling you, circle that young man's name in the scorebook. He's going to have a lot of good tournament games up here. He's a good-looking player.
Alan Flanagan with the turnaround, no good, and it's going to be a jump ball on the rebound. It'll stay with the Bearcats.
Tied up by Isaac Ray there. Great defense.
Was there a point scored on this end, Lloyd? I was looking behind me for just a moment.
There was. Flanagan scored.
Okay.
Portageville turns it over going down the sideline.
And this game is brought to you by First State Bank and Trust, located at 710 West Business 60 in Dexter. For all your banking needs, check out First State Bank and Trust in Dexter. And a steal going the other way. Fred Treadwell gets the breakaway. And Hester's going to drive it out to Flanagan. He'll put up the three. Good.
Adams knocked down a couple of threes in this tournament, kind of finding his range out there.
Sure. And a timeout with 3:21 remaining in the half. Tie game at 22. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sandage.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
And we're back with you. 3:21 remaining in the quarter. We got a tie game at 22. Very tough third place game we have here.
Good third place game, Tyler. Good energy, and that's not always the case. Really good play. Good backdoor cut.
Nice backdoor cut by Tevin Walker. Nice pass from Jake Young.
Enter the high post, cut backdoor. That is about as Hoosiers and basic as you can get.
And a foul on the shot. Stoker with the shot, he's fouled. And we want to remind you, we'll have the tournament director from the Bluefield Christmas Tournament, Principal Eric Bowles, along with us at halftime. He's going to show us the championship trophy and talk about this year's tournament, so stick around at halftime.
I know they're more than pleased with the gate and what the live broadcasts are doing. Appreciate everybody coming out regardless. Great basketball, great place to watch good high school basketball here.
Sure is. We're definitely grateful for the opportunity to do this live, and especially grateful for Eric Bowles' help out with this tournament. And meanwhile, a shot underneath by Dominic Walker once again.
I'm going to go ahead and claim him this year, Tyler, as my guy. He has really been impressive. Just to do that as a 14-year-old freshman or however old, that says a lot to get in here and get that kind of activity.
And shot it underneath by the Bulldogs, taken away by Ryan Wyndham. He's going to be fouled.
Now that's not where you want Fred Treadwell hanging out and trying to get a steal 90 foot from the basket.
Foul is on Fred Treadwell.
Kind of a do-all guy, Eric Wyndham. Seems like the Wyndhams have been on the roster at Dexter for about 6 years straight now.
And this game's also brought to you by State Representative Billy Pat Wright of the 159th District. He wishes good luck to all teams in this Bloomfield Christmas tournament. Sure appreciate Billy Pat Wright's help. Jake Young throws it out to Walker, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. Got 2:08 remaining in the half. Portageville on top. And we have an email, and it comes from Portageville, from Kiera Porter, wishes good luck to the Portageville Bulldogs, and especially Rondreas, Fred, and Dominique. Thank you, Kiera Porter. Keep those emails coming. Ball deflected out of bounds, and it's going to be last touch by Bowman. Fred Treadwell will jump the passing lane, and it's going to be a turnover to the Bulldogs.
He can jump some passing lanes. He's quick.
Sure. Fred Treadwell on the baseline, guarded very closely by Garrett Klaus. And Dominique Walker is going to drive the lane, fouled on the shot. Walker being very aggressive in this first half.
Absolutely. You can just kind of see him get a little more aggressive each time he touches the ball. Scary for the opposition.
Sure. Well, I tell you, we got a lot to look forward to in this young man in the years coming ahead. First shot missed by Dominique Walker. Second shot up, good.
He's going to lead them in scoring.
He's got 7 in the game so far in the half. Minute 36 remaining in the half. Stoker being guarded closely by Tevin Walker, and he's going to throw it off his shin.
That's a bad place for the offense to kind of shut down when you're short and bottled up in a corner and no dribble, nowhere to go.
John Bowen on the inbound down to Alan Flanagan. He puts it up the paint, good.
So good at that. So good.
With his size at 6'5", I tell you, that's really tough.
Yeah, and he's turning to the wrong hand even. I mean, he's a right-handed player, and that's not the easiest move.
And a turnover. Dexter picks it up, drives the length of the floor. Stoker puts up a layup, no good. Gets his own rebound, but he's going to be on the end line. Or is there a foul on the play? Or it will be a Dexter foul on Brian Hester, his first or second.
I think it was on. Yeah, it was on Brent.
And also, this game's brought to you by Ellington Insurance, located at 200 East Main Street in Portageville. Ellington Insurance wishes season's greetings to all participants in this year's Christmas tournament, also all the viewers. Check them out at ellingtoninsurance.com. Free throw by Fred Treadwell, no good. And it's going to be deflected out of bounds to the Bearcats. Coming up on at a minute remaining in the half. Very competitive third place game we've got here.
Bearcats still kind of looking for some scoring punch. Don't really remember back-to-back or stringing 2 or 3 together in a row.
Bowman with the shot deflected away. That's Posey with the rebound. Now 38 seconds remaining in the quarter. See what Portageville does here at the end of the half. .20 seconds remaining. Looks like they're going to pull it out, try to go for the last shot. Down to 10 seconds now. 5, 3, Shot up, no good. Hester will put up a 3/4 court shot, and it's going to fall short. That brings it into the first half of this third-place game of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Portageville on top of Dexter, 27-26. And don't go away. When we come back, we'll have the tournament director, Eric Bowles, principal here at Bloomfield Schools. He'll be along with us to reveal the championship trophy and also a little discussion about this year's Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Don't go away.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features. New Wave Communications, there really is no better choice.
Hello, I'm State Representative Terry Swinger. Parents are our children's first teachers. That's why I support the Parents as Teachers program. Parents as Teachers provide parents with information on child development through personal home visits, group meetings, developmental screenings, and a resource network. The program is free of charge for all families. For more information, contact your local school district.
And welcome back. And now we're along with Bloomfield Principal and Tournament Director Eric Bowles. Eric, thanks for coming up and joining us at halftime.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
And we've got a great tournament so far and very competitive final day here as well.
I can't believe how great this tournament.
Let's get this more in front of you there.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't believe how great this tournament's turned out this year. It's been very competitive from day one. Every game tonight's been super competitive, and you can't ask for anything more than that.
Sure. And you have with us the tournament championship trophy here.
Yep.
Very nice design there.
The winner gets to take this big boy home tonight. This will probably be the last year we have a tournament where we give away these trophies. Next year we're going to go to a traveling trophy. We're going to put all the past champions on it and hand that out at midcourt after the championship game next year. It's going to be a really, really nice trophy that we're working on right now. It's going to be a year in process trying to get that thing made. But you know, we're happy. We're glad the tournament's turned out so well. And honestly, I don't do this by myself by any means. If I didn't have the maintenance staff and the ladies and gentlemen working the gate and the administration and security, even the Stoddard County ambulance service, they've been there every single game. You all in New Wave, oh, I can't tell you how many compliments I've heard about how well this has gone.
Yes, and as you spoke to all the people involved, the maintenance, cleaning this place after every night.
They're here till 3 in the morning every night trying to get this place ready for the next day. You know, they do an amazing job. And like I said, we've got people in the hospitality room constantly working on that. We've got volunteers down there in the concession stand. Everybody, it's a team effort. I just organize it. They do all the hard work, but thank goodness they do, and we have such a great tournament. I can't tell you how proud I am of the work we do and the tournament we put on, and the excitement I see on the kids' face when they get done playing these games.
Sure, and you speak of the great tradition of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, the 53rd Christmas Tournament this year, and you know, without us being here doing the games, either tape delayed or live, it's still a great tradition, but I'm just glad that we're able to come along and enrich the tradition of the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, and be able to bring the tournament to people all across the nation that are tuning in, watching over the internet. We just had an email in from a young man that's on a bus in Montana, going across Montana, watching the game on the internet.
That's
it's just
great.
Unreal what it's come to.
Hey, and we're glad you're here. I've heard so many good things. I can't tell you how proud I am to be on TV with these games and this tournament. It's a testament to where we're going. And I think this tournament is the best in the state. I don't think we don't have to compete with anybody else. We have great teams, we have great coaches, and it's a tradition like no other.
Sure, and we're glad that the administration that has been cooperative with YC, allowing us to come in and do the games live, and I just hope we can bring some more bodies to the gym. And we had some people come by and tell us that they haven't came to the Christmas tournament in 30 to 40 years since they were in high school. They saw it on TV and decided to come on up and experience it once again. So we're glad to hear that.
We are too. We're glad you're here. We've had a packed house all 4 nights. We've done the best in attendance we've ever done in the last 10 years. We do a little comparison, and this has been a great year. I can't complain one bit. I'm so proud of you all and proud of the staff here and proud of the teams and coaches. And those officials don't get enough credit, but boy, they work awfully hard. So give them a pat on the back if you all see them out there.
Sure. And Eric, thanks for coming up and giving us a talk and showing us the beautiful championship trophy that will be handed out tonight to the 53rd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament champion, and also revealing about the tournament that's going to start switching hands every year starting next year. Is that
yes, sir.
Right? Okay, so that's something to look forward to next year's Christmas tournament. We'll be here for that for sure, hopefully.
Yes, you will.
Next
I
year
hope
as well.
so too.
Sure.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate
sure.
it. You all have a great rest of the tournament.
We sure appreciate your friendship, your cooperation, and we look forward to a great night here at Bloomfield.
Yes, it's going to be a great night.
Good deal. And thanks again, Eric. And we'll be back with Lloyd Rice with your halftime. We're about 4 minutes out from the third quarter of the third place game here. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sandage.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
If you believe that investors should be heard, not herded.
If you have the audacity to believe I can see you in 2 weeks is quite frankly weak.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us. At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
And we're back now, about to get set for the second half. And Lloyd, you're back with us, and just got done talking with Eric Bowles. He revealed the trophy, and we talked about the tournament. Had a great tournament so far.
Absolutely.
And we've got a great championship night for you. Had 2 great games already, and we've got a dandy here in a third place game. And I tell you, the people that make this thing happen year in and year out, there's no way to really, include all the people that are involved. But I tell you, there's so many people that are involved, and each facet of this tournament that just makes it great year in and year out.
We were just Bill and I were talking about just the energy and the buzz and the way year after year. Some of the faces may change subtly over time, but it's a great place to catch up, to see all your buddies that may be away for a while, and it's great. It's a great week of basketball too, but that's just a part of it. This first half, Tyler, I'm telling you. This is Portageville's tempo. They kind of did what they wanted a little more, kind of dictating things right now. Dexter's going to need to get some more points on the board. That's all there is to it with 26 in the first half. They're a little better offensive team than that. They've got to kind of find their range and the way to get that done.
Sure. And before we get started with the second half, we want to tell you this game's brought to you by Senator Rob Mayer. It's your Missouri State Senator District 25. He's gave us a good hand here calling games. Not able to be here today, but he wishes good luck to all the participants in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Also, A+ Family Clinic, located in Portageville, 203 East 3rd Street. Give them a call at 379-2100 for all your medical needs. Great Bulldog fans there at A+ Family Clinic. You walk in there and there's portraits of Portageville Bulldogs in there.
I was going to tell you that's just down the street from the school, and not that we want you to get sick, but certainly appreciate the support, especially from Portageville. Way to hang with the Bulldogs and support them.
And we're back to the action. Portageville inbounds for the third quarter. Jake Young puts up a shot at the elbow, no good. Rebound Bowman.
Tyler, is everybody settling into seats? A lot of people looking. The bleachers are out, just like you like it. I hope they get a shot or two of the crowd. This is really what makes this tournament fun. Love to see these kids get to play in front of this. It is a special, special deal.
It's SRO, as we call it. It's getting there. Standing room only.
It's getting there, if it's not already.
Meanwhile, the Bulldogs come away with the ball, and there's going to be a traveling violation on Fred Treadwell. 7:20 remaining in the quarter. Big first half scores for the Bearcats. Flanagan with 14, Stoker with 9.
They're the only two that scored. Wow. Kind of says enough. I think you obviously will not only want more points, but you want more offensive production from all angles. Easier said than done. I've not got Fred Treadwell and some of these guys chasing me. Just
shot underneath, no good. Rebound, Jake Young. He's going to have it deflected away out of bounds. And for the Bulldogs, Treadwell had 10 at half, and Dominique Walker with 7. Very low-scoring game, Lloyd.
In my opinion, just absolutely too low scoring for Dexter. I think Portageville is more apt to be able to play at this pace comfortably, and I just don't think if you're playing Portageville, you want it in the 30s at the end of the game, and that's where this game is heading.
And a jump ball possession arrow over to Dexter. Summers will bring it up.
Summers usually a Mr. Energy guy. We'll see if he can't get something sparked for the Bearcats.
Stoker drives it out to Wyndham. He'll drive it down to Flanagan. It's going to get deflected away. Picked up by Ray.
It's going to be a hard pass to complete against those guys.
And a pass down low taken away by Flanagan. He'll push it up over to Summers. Bowen gives it up to Stoker for 3.
Good
Short.
ball movement.
And not a bad series there by Dexter. Nice ball movement. Just a little short on the 3. And it's going to be Taylor Jarrell in for Ryan Wyndham. Isaac Ray goes out for Portageville. That Tevin Walker in. Coming up on 6 minutes remaining in the third. And a pass down taken away by Gary Summers. Bowman for 3, and it's long. Tevin Walker with a rebound. Dexter not shooting the ball as well as they did last night from the three-point line.
No, getting the looks at it. The ball's just not going in the hole for him yet.
Jake Young down to Menace. He goes up and under. No good. Nice little ball fake there down low to draw the foul. The foul will be on number 21, Alan Flanagan, his first.
Allen in a bit of foul trouble last night. Usually not prone to foul trouble, though.
Taylor Jarrell with the rebound on the miss. Jarrell over to Stoker for 3. Rims out. Big rebound by Fernando Menace. Treadwell drives it, pulls up. Rims in. Nice roll for Treadwell. Now 5 minutes remaining. Summers with the drive. Over to Flanagan. He'll put it up. Fouled on the shot. Foul will be on Rondreas Booker, his third. Allen Flanagan the line to shoot 2. And this game's brought to you in part by Butler Drugstore, also located in downtown Portageville at 222 East Main Street in Portageville. Give them a call at 379-5469 for all your drugs. Also gifts and jewelry. Good supporters of the Bulldogs there. Also in Dr. Trey Roan. Sure appreciate Butler Drugstore supporting this year's Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. And a shot underneath. Tevin Walker, no good. And a drive by Bowman. He gets it down to Flanagan, and he's going to try to jam the ball and then try to grab it and jam it again, but he hung on the rim a little too long, and he's going to receive a technical foul. That's tough. You get it right there. And
yeah, wincing for him. He knows it. It's not a big deal. Really appreciate the effort. I mean, at this point, if I'm Coach Nichols, I'm slapping him on the behind, telling him that's exactly what I want. When it's close, hammer it.
Jake Young converts the free throw. That will be a personal foul against Alan Flanagan, his second. Second up, good by Jake Young. Haven't seen too many of those here lately. Technical foul due to hang on the rim.
No, it's not a. It's definitely not one of my favorites. I kind of like to leave it alone. That and just didn't leave any choice when he tried to tip it back in.
Sure. I think players are becoming more aware that, that's definitely not a, it's such a severe penalty just to do it. It's
absolutely.
not that bad of a act, but, once you get it called, that's a technical foul.
Absolutely.
2 free throws plus out of bounds.
At the high school level, it's a very costly penalty. 2 free throws, the ball to the other team, and a personal foul.
And another foul on Alan Flanagan. He picks up his third. And that's the other thing. It's a personal foul as well. So.
Now, that's the part of it I don't really like. At the college level, it is not a personal foul. And I just really don't think it should be. But
meanwhile, Dominique Walker with a spin and shot, no good. Jake Young with the ball. It's deflected away. Treadwell looks down to Walker. And Summers with the steal, but the official is going to call a foul with a push. That'll be Gary Summers' third foul. 3:58 remaining in the game.
it's just not a good pace for Dexter. The game stoppages, the whole thing, it just tends to keep them kind of sitting back on their heels. They're just not reacting real well to the lack of opportunities they're getting.
Ball deflected away, will stay with the Bulldogs. Just not a lot of scoring opportunities, doesn't look like for either team really, but I think both defenses are staying pretty disciplined, not getting out of position, and that's what's causing not a lot of scoring opportunities for each team. And Portageville is going to call a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features.
New Wave Communications. There really is no better choice.
And we're on the other side of the timeout here.
Coming off that New Wave commercial, Tyler, really appreciate what they do in the local communities, the local schools. Know they spent some extensive amount of the fall doing quite a bit of underground utility upgrades in and around Bloomfield, most notably here around school, which I believe makes this very thing possible.
Sure. And a foul on the shot by Treadwell. And you speak of New Wave, and most of the credit of this goes to New Wave, actually coming up with the resources to put this together in the Bloomfield Gymnasium.
I know there was some technology upgrades that had to be involved, and I believe New Wave, if I heard Bill right, kind of stepped up to the plate, did what they needed to do, and Bloomfield did their part, and here we go.
Sure, and people are asking, how do I get, the YHC channel? And I say the only way you can view us is through New Wave Communications, unless on the internet at yhctv.com. So that's if you're not currently on New Wave Communications, I would suggest you strongly consider it, because they're really involved with the community, as you can see, helping bring this Bloomfield Christmas tournament as well as other things throughout the area. So really appreciate New Wave's efforts here in the Bloomfield community, as well as all the other 18 other communities they're in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas.
During all that rain on Christmas Eve, the satellite TVs were not working well at my grandfather's house, or my wife's grandfather, and made me even more appreciative of it.
Meanwhile, a steal by John Bowman. He's going to, on the dribble, he's going to be fouled. Foul was on Fred Treadwell, his third. Hester brings it out front to Gerald. John Bowman with a long three, no good. Out of bounds. Ryan Wyndham's going to try to pick it up, but there's going to be a scramble. And it's going to be taken away by the Bulldogs. Isaac Ray up the right side. Walker on the left side. He's going to drive it. He's going to be fouled on the drive. Looks like on John Bowman. If that's on John, that's his fourth. And it will not be. It will be on Brandon Stoker, his second. .226 remaining in the third. Dexter on top. Portageville on top, 32-27. Ball into Jake Young. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Flanagan. Out to Hester. Down to Stoke in the corner. Cross court to Wyndham. Over to Bowman for three.
That's a good look. That's the shot they want.
And a few putbacks by Dexter, no good. Missed opportunities there by the Bearcats. Dominique Walker with a drive. He'll put it up.
Good
no
night.
Good. Nice move by Walker. Put it up a little strong.
A little strong on the finish, but for him to get there was awfully impressive.
Yeah, it's going to take some time to get that down. These players are so quick, so strong. They make a strong move to the basket, but just the finesse of going up soft after being so physical and athletic towards the basket, that's going to just take time to get down. That's all it'll take. On the inbound, Hester up and under. He's going to be fouled.
Good pump fake by Bryn. I'm sure Dad coached him that way. Coach Hester, involved in the junior high basketball program and junior high programs in general at Dexter.
Fouls on Fernando Menace, his third. Ryan Wyndham inbounds for the Bearcats. Out to Hester. They leave him open for three. Misses it. Rebound, Tevin Walker.
Just cannot find the shooting touch. That's
what Dexter just needs a rally. See the ball go in, get some defensive stops.
If at any point they string two or three together, I'm telling you, they're going to be right where they want to be.
Hester drives. He's going to be fouled by Tevin Walker. What just seems you haven't seen many Bearcat baskets consecutively. They score in very rare spots in each quarter.
Real spotty. I can't remember them putting two buckets back to back even without Portage or without a stoppage of play or something. There's just not very good flow to the game.
And the ball rims in for Hester.
And tribute that to Portageville. I mean, they're just stifling. They shut you down. They cut off your passing lanes.
Second shot up is good for Hester. And Dexter's starting to bring the full court pressure, full court man-to-man here, or a trap. And Treadwell splits it. He goes down to Young. Nice look. Jake Young scores underneath.
Beneficiary of an outstanding assist.
Ryan Wyndham with the free throw line, gets over to Hester in the corner for an open three, and he's short. Rebound Posey. Now under a minute, 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Portageville on top by 5. Treadwell drive the baseline.
Coach Nichols wanting these guys to hurry up, hurry up. Try to get something going positive before the quarter ends, carry a little momentum over.
We have a substitution in. Dominic Walker's going to come back into the game. 32 seconds remaining in the third. Glad you've joined us. John Bowman looks down to Alan Flanagan. He'll turn around, put it up good. That's Flanagan's first basket in quite some time here.
Kind of his first touch, Tyler. I don't remember him getting a good look at it down here. Going to his strong hand there.
Blake Posey down to that's Walker underneath. Four seconds remaining. Long three up by Flanagan, no good. And that'll bring it into the third quarter. Portageville on top, 34-31 after 3. We'll be right back with your fourth quarter.
Hello, I'm State Representative Terry Swinger. Parents are our children's first teachers. That's why I support the Parents as Teachers program. Parents as Teachers provide parents with information on child development through personal home visits, group meetings, developmental screenings, and a resource network. The program is free of charge for all families. For more information, contact your local school district.
I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
I'm taking the same freshman and sophomore classes as at a university, but at TRCC they cost a lot less and financial aid goes further. I love the individual attention. My teachers are great and classes are convenient. Learn more at www.trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Start here, start now at Three Rivers Community College.
Learn more online at trcc.edu.
And we're back with your fourth quarter. Jake Young in with a shot in the paint. Good. It's a good way to start the fourth quarter for the Bulldogs. They're up 5. Summers looks down to Flanagan.
Move Flanagan out to the high-low where he can hopefully get a little something going.
Summers for 3. Knocks
There's
it down. Well, they really needed a basket.
He did. The Bearcats did. They've been looking for that 3 all night.
Minutes over in the corner to Booker. Treadwell down to Walker. He'll turn around, put it up, short. Scramble for the ball. And there's going to be a foul on the scramble. Will be on Rondreas Booker. And remember, Ellington Insurance in Portageville. They're located at 200 East Main Street in Portageville. That's Mark Riggins with Ellington Insurance. Wishes season's greetings to all the viewers of this year's Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, as well as all of the participants, as well as the support staff here in Bloomfield. Check them out at ellingtoninsurance.com. First shot up, no good for Flanagan. Rebound, Jake Young.
Tell you what, Tyler, when the game's in the 30s in the fourth quarter, well, Jermaine Fred Treadwell down there is going to comment that every free throw looms large.
John Bowen in the lane puts it up, no good. Rebound, Treadwell. 6:30 remaining in the game, this third place game. And a turnover. Summers with a run out. He's going to try to score it. Ray right behind him. Ray will commit the foul on the layup. That'll send Gary Summers to the line.
Gary showing some good energy, good explosiveness.
And also remember Butler Drugstore located at downtown Portageville at 222 East Main Street. Give them a call at 379-5469. For all your drugs, also great gifts and jewelry there at the Butler Drug Store. That's Dr. Trey Rowan in Portageville, fine supporter of the Bulldogs. Remember, Butler Drug Store in Portageville. First shot up by Summers is good. Second on the way, no good. Isaac Ray out front with the ball. Goes to the right side. Drives in to Treadwell on the baseline. Down to Menace underneath. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Nice cut there by Menace.
I bet you Coach Bidewell would just soon decline the penalty, take the two, and let's move on.
And remember, A-Plus Family Clinic, located in Portageville as well at 203 East 3rd. Give them a call at 379-2100 for all your medical needs. Like I said before, fine supporters of the Portageville Bulldogs down there at A-Plus Family Clinic. Sure appreciate those folks helping bring this year's 53rd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.
I like that idea, Tyler, to decline the penalty, take the two, no harm done.
That would take quite a bit of evolution for that to take
like
place
that.
in basketball.
I may send that up.
And a drive
Very
underneath,
good
good by Summers. And we got a 2-point game with 5:36 remaining in the game. We'll
Cats
take a quick break.
Back in it.
Hey, I'm Kurt Hillis at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet. We've got a full line of GMC, Chevrolet, and Buick products. I'll pass it over to my Ford man, Charlie Thacker.
GM's not your thing? Come check us out here at the Ford Dodge Jeep store. Check out my man Blake on the internet, LincolnLacey.com.
If you don't have time to come down to Malden, check us out on Cars.com or AutoTrader.com, and if you need financing, I'm going to pass it to my man Robert Sanders.
And our ultimate goal here at Lincoln Lacey, no matter your situation, is to pass the savings on to you.
And we're back, about to get set on the other side of the timeout here with 5:36 remaining in the game. Portageville enjoying a 2-point lead. Been pretty much in control of this fourth quarter.
You know, really have subtly keeping it around that 5-4. We're down to a 2-point, which is really good for Dexter because it is not their pace of ball game right now. They're used to the ball going up a little more often and in just a whole lot more. So we'll see. They're starting to get some activity, get a few more shots. Things kind of looking on the up and up. 5 minutes to go, a lot of time.
And Portageville on the inbound.
Straight man-to-man. Going to make them a new look here.
Isaac Ray over to Treadwell. Summers works against him. Treadwell's going to put up a fadeaway, no good. Rebound Flanagan out to Stoker. They're going to push it up. Ball in the corner to Summers. Flanagan for three. Knocks it down. Nice shot there by Flanagan, and they regain the lead, which I'm not sure the last time they had it, maybe late in the first half. 40-39 Dexter. Ball deflected away by Stoker on the baseline.
Good hustle by Stoker. You can kind of feel a subtle momentum change going on.
Sure.
Coach Bidewell going to try to slow that down.
Underneath, that's Menace. He's going to try to get in the lane. He's going to be held. Foul underneath. Will go to the line. 4:38 remaining in the game. Foul will be on Ryan Wyndham, his first. And don't forget Senator Rob Mayer, Missouri State Senator of the 25th District. He's gave us a good hand for this Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. And Senator Rob Mayer wishing good luck to all participants in this year's Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Missed shot by Menace. Stoker out front, guarded by Walker, deflected away. Stoker recovers in the backcourt. He'll push it up with a runner. No good. Rebound, Gerald. And a hold on the rebound, or on the shot, rather. And
Taylor and Flanagan getting on the boards there.
Isaac Ray's third foul. Is it a shooting foul? No, it's a 1-and-1. Does it fall on the floor? That'd be 1-and-1 here. And a missed shot by Gerald. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining in the game. We got a close one here for your third place game. Fred Treadwell drives the baseline down to Menace. He'll put it up good.
Nice little hook shot.
Especially with a lot of size there underneath with Flanagan and Gerald. Flanagan out front. He'll work against Menace. Stoker on the drive. He's going to be fouled on the drive. That'll be on Dominique Walker. His second.
Good move by Stoker, but taking him baseline.
And don't forget about your state representative Billy Pat Wright of the 159th District. Wishes good luck to all the teams. Well, Representative Wright been a big help too, bringing his drinks throughout the broadcast. We sure appreciate him coming up and helping us out. Fine man and Representative Billy Pat Wright.
Tie game. They've slowly chipped away at that lead. Going to have a good finish here. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Tie ball game, 41 all.
Treadwell will pull up, no good. Rebound Flanagan. 3:17 remaining in the game. Ball down to Summers in the corner.
That was not what Coach Bidewell had intended.
And a nice drive by Summers. He puts it in. Dexter's starting to get a little momentum now. They're up 2 points here.
It's slow. It's been a struggle for them.
Ball passed down to Menace. Throwing away. Turns it over to the Bearcats. 2:48 remaining. Portageville having a few difficult offensive series here.
You know, 3 trips in a row here. Just not getting any productivity at all out of the offensive set.
Stoker brings it up for the Bearcats. Down to Flanagan at the high post.
Dexter's trying their level best to pick this pace up.
And a nice left-hand shot by Brandon Stoker. Difficult shot for Stoker. Gets it to go.
On the flip side of that, 3 trips in a row. Dexter's trying to make some things happen.
And a drive by Treadwell. Blocked away. 2:22 remaining. Dexter with a 4-point edge. And Isaac Ray gets the pass from the inbound. Nice look there by Treadwell.
That was a nifty little inbound
Ray
play.
just stepped right in after he inbounded it. Nobody picked him up.
Look who's here.
Summers looks down to Flanagan. Not there. Wyndham back over to Gerald. They look down to Flanagan. Back out to Gerald. He'll put it up. No good. Rebound, Jake Young. Bulldogs got a chance to tie this game, possibly take the lead. Minute 50 remaining. Coming down to the wire here. Treadwell drives. He pulls up. Rims out. Rebound to Stoker, and he's going to be on the end line. It's going to stay with the Bulldogs. Minute 37 remaining. And also remember First State Bank and Trust at 710 West Business 60 in Dexter. For all your banking needs, that's Rod Green. They're at First State Bank and Trust. Tevin Walker out front. Summers applying the pressure, and it's going to be a timeout to Portageville. And we'll keep it right here. Well, it's been a back and forth game. Not a lot of each team not getting a lot of momentum throughout this game. It's just kind of up and down, and it's not sloppy. It's just, you know, there's not a lot of offensive opportunities for each team. Both teams staying pretty disciplined on defense.
That previous series of about 3 plays by Dexter has been has kind of been it over the course of the game, I dare say, where a team's established, you know, 2 or 3 buckets in a row. In Southeast Missouri, that's just unheard of. It's a game of runs and momentum changes, and it's just Portageville's defense and the way they run offense is it's just kind of been their pace, their flow.
Sure, and both teams struggling to shoot from outside, so, you know, with the defense kind of cutting off the cutters and also sagging back to keep the postman from getting the touch on the block, that makes it difficult to score. So,
well, few attempts, there's fewer rebounds, there's just not a lot of action to get any kind of fast break, a secondary, anything going.
And a minute 20 remaining in the game.
Once again, Portageville looks just very comfortable in a very patient offense.
Treadwell's going to put it up in the paint. No good. Rebound, Booker puts it up and in, ties it up.
Booker is a load down there. He is a wide body, and that rebound all his.
And with a minute remaining, Dexter coming back. Stoker in the lane, stripped away by Ray. He'll push it up. He'll drive it. Oh, it rims off. Rebound by Summers. He's going to get pushed by Isaac Ray. And that's going to send Wyndham full court to the free throw line. Nice opportunity there for the Bulldogs. And that layup just rimmed off for Ray.
Absolutely. And definitely a foul on the play where it was called.
Gary Summers has the opportunity to put Dexter up here. First shot rims off. It's a double shot bonus.
Tell you what, free throws are really looming large. There again, always do, but.
Second shot good up for Summers. He gives the Bearcats a 1-point lead. 45 seconds remaining. Treadwell with the ball out front for the Bulldogs. He crosses over in the paint. He's going to get pushed on the drive. He'll go to the line. Nice drive there by Treadwell.
That very impressive.
It's a quick crossover.
That was a quick crossover. All Summers left to do is foul.
Summers' fourth foul. Still a 1-and-1 for the Bulldogs. Has a chance to put the Bulldogs on top. Treadwell's free throw no good. Rebound to Summers. 30 seconds remaining. We'll see what Portageville does on defense. Summers gets to the sideline to call timeout. 26 remaining. 26 seconds remaining in the game in your third place championship game of the 53rd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Be sure to keep those emails coming. We'll be taking them throughout the night.
Good timeout by Coach Nichols there. The ball ends up in the corner, worst place on the court. We got a body on the ground, defenders in the area. That was not going to go well. It's a good timeout. I see he's checking Bowman and Gerald back in. So looking for a little size, not only on the boards, but your best shooters in the game too.
Sure. Like I said, keep those emails coming to sports@yhctv.com. Sports@yhctv.com. We've had some great comments, a lot of interaction with the fans and viewers out there. Keep those coming. Tell us what you think's going to turn out with the championship game we've got coming out next, Bernie and Kennett. And tell us what you think of the broadcast so far. We've sure enjoyed it, along with all the sponsors that make this year's tournament happen, as well as New Wave Communications. It's been a great experience all around. It looks like, Ed, I think we've reached SRO here at the Bloomfield Gymnasium, standing room only.
Especially appreciate the emails bragging on the color commentary in the third place game.
Sure.
Thanks, Mom. Look at here.
Here we go, 26 seconds remaining. Portageville applying the pressure, and they will commit the foul. That's Rondreas Booker, his 5th personal foul. He goes out with 4 points in the game. Fine effort by Rondreas Booker in this Bloomfield Christmas tournament.
That's a good foul. I mean, you're going to have to foul. Dexter does not have to score at that point, so they're going to hold it out there.
Alan Flanagan will go to the line. He knocks one down. And our good friend Rick Murray lets us know that 99 viewers are currently online at yhctv.com. We sure appreciate all of you out there. Second shot on the way, good by Flanagan. That gives them a 3-point spread.
Is that their biggest of the game, Tyler?
It very well might be. And with 13 seconds remaining, Fred Treadwell drives the lane, and Dexter takes the charge on the play.
Great call, great position, great everything. Coach Bidwell did not bat an eye at it.
Treadwell trying to get a quick score there to cut it to a 1-point score. And I believe, was it Wyndham stepping over on that charge?
I believe that was Alan Flanagan,
Flanagan?
slid in there and took that. Act like he's done it a time or two.
Sure. Nice anticipation of him being aggressive towards the basket. We'll see what happens on the inbound here. 13.9 seconds remaining in your third place game. Wyndham with the inbound. Gives it up to Stoker. And they're going to trap. And it's going to be close to be thrown out. They're going to call timeout. Ryan Wyndham, nice awareness there to call timeout before he steps out of bounds. 8.5 seconds remain in this third place game. It's been a close one throughout. A little less scoring than I thought there would be in this game, but nevertheless, it's not been a sloppy game. It's just been rare chances of opportunities to score for both teams.
Actually, a little run here late of points. Got out of the 30s. This game's going to ease toward 50 points. A little more, I guess, average. And there again, Portageville's, come to think of it, they've done that all week. They've played in that. They defend you like that, and they kind of run a pace of offense and a style that caters to that. They're going to obviously look to foul if they don't get the immediate steal.
And with 8.5 seconds remaining, Dexter looking for a second straight third place outcome here in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. They finished last year in the third place game as well and won that one. Very competitive games in this championship night here at Bloomfield.
Absolutely. Just like you want it, just like it should go.
Yeah, we have not yet had a outcome of a spread of double digits here at championship night. And there's going to be a foul before it's inbounded. Fouls on Fred Treadwell, his fifth. He'll also foul out of the game.
Had to foul.
15 points on the night for Fred Treadwell. Nice effort by him in this Bloomfield Christmas tournament. And we'll wait on a substitution for Fred Treadwell, and it's going to be Jansen Darst into the game. Flanagan going to go to the line to shoot two. Chance to make this a two-possession game. Rims out on the first one.
Times like this, Tyler, when you hate to be a dad or a mom of a player, I'm sure your guts are turning cartwheels.
Yeah, it looks like Portageville might have an opportunity to go full court again as they did against Hayti the other night. I don't know if you watched that game.
Plenty of time, two-possession game.
And Flanagan sinks it to make a two-possession game. Big free throw there by Flanagan. 8.5 seconds remaining in the game. Dexter on top by 4. And stick around for our championship game of the 53rd Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. That's right up next between the Bernie Mules, top seed Bernie Mules, going up against the third seed Kennett Indians. That's next. And that should be a whale of a game.
Great game
Lloyd.
Coming up. Great crowd to see it. Ought to be a lot of fun.
A lot of up and down. Both teams stretch the court.
If you're Portageville, you got to figure out a way not only to score, but to get that clock stopped and leave yourself an opportunity. If the clock were just to run out, Dexter wouldn't even necessarily have to inbound it. So it looks like they are indicating each has one timeout left. So a score and an immediate timeout in order.
And we're glad you joined us on YHC and also YHCTV.com. Got some great games here at championship night for you. And Portageville inbound it down to 5 seconds. Tevin Walker will put up the three, no good. Darst on the rebound, he's going to be on the end line. And with 0.6 seconds remaining, Dexter will have the ball. Basically an inbound to the victory, and that's what it'll be. Dexter Bearcats taking away the third place championship in this year's Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on top of Portageville, 49-45.
Tyler wants that momentum shift, that if you call it that. Did string about 3 buckets together in a row there early in the fourth and got him a little bit of a lead. This 4-point margin, I dare say, if I remember, is the biggest of the game. So congratulations to both of them. I'm telling you what, for a rebuilding type season that Portageville is supposedly in the middle of, these guys got huge upside. They got freshmen, they got sophomores, a lot of real coachable juniors. Coach Bidwell's teaching and coaching to the end there. That's a team to keep your eye on up here. And on Dexter's behalf, it is so hard after a game like you played last night with Bernie, your conference rival, in a close game, to come in and play for third place and tribute them for getting after it, staying with it late, and pulling out the victory. Portageville is not easier to beat under any circumstances, so congrats to both of those bunches.
Sure, and Portageville ends up with 4th place, and boy, they've had some of the most memorable games in this tournament.
Absolutely.
Especially highlighting the nightcap we had a few nights ago against Hayti. Fred Treadwell drives the length of the court, scores at the end of the overtime period. That was at the end of the game at the buzzer. Just a great effort by Portageville Bulldogs in this year's Christmas tournament, as well as the Dexter Bearcats. So a lot to look forward to this game coming up between Bernie and Kennett. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
If you believe that investors should be heard, not herded,
If you have the audacity to believe I can see you in 2 weeks is quite frankly weak,
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
join us.
join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features.
New Wave Communications. There really is no better choice.
And welcome back. Here we're post-game with the third place championship game between Dexter and Portageville. Dexter comes out on top in that contest 49-45. So what's your final thoughts of the game, Lloyd?
It never seemed to establish anything until it was important. Last 2 minutes of the game, came back and win. Tribute to Alan Flanagan, stick-to-itiveness. I'm sure he led him in scoring. But Gary Summers came in there late, provided a spark, a lot of energy late. Portageville on their end, just steady Eddie. Never got out of what they intended on doing. Playing against a more experienced and older team, and there again, just typical Portageville up here. Who beats them by a lot? Nobody does.
Sure, and a close one. Not a lot of scoring, but enjoy to watch. We've had close
Absolutely.
games all night here at championship night, and I don't think we've had a game outside of single digits in the outcome. So that's
No.
what you like to see, good competitive
Pleasure.
games. So we're surely grateful for the Bearcats and the Portageville Bulldogs this year, putting forth a great effort. And we've got one more for you. And before we close this game, I wanted to let you know of an email we have from, I think it's a Bearcat fan, Rebecca Bonner. Says we've been watching online and on TV for 4 days, and it just keeps getting better. Nice angles to keep up, and also to keep up the good work. And says, go Dexter. Appreciate that email, and keep those coming to sports@yhctv.com, sports@yhctv.com. And that'll do it for us here for the third place game. We got your championship game, the one you've been waiting for. That's what the stands are packed for. Your championship game between the top-seeded Bernie Mules and the third-seeded Kennedy Indians. Coming up next, don't go away.